You sleep like a rock. People always said I could sleep through anything. Thunderstorms, fire alarms, someone banging on my front door. One time, my neighbor had a screaming match with her boyfriend at 2 in the morning. Cops showed up, lights flashing through the blinds, and I didn't stir once. She told me about it the next day. I had no idea what she was talking about. I'd laugh it off. I sleep like a rock, I'd say. Could probably get robbed and never wake up. I don't say that anymore. It started with little things. Subtle things. My toothbrush on the wrong side of the sink. TV remote flipped upside down. Curtains open when I swore I'd closed them. I figured I was just groggy. Forgetting things. Working late. Living alone. You start to doubt yourself. Then one night I found the fridge door left open. Milk warm. It wasn't like me to leave it open. But maybe I did. Maybe. A week later, I noticed the hallway closet door was open. I never use that closet. It's where I shove extra blankets and junk. But the door was open just enough that I could see the blankets had been moved. Still, I didn't panic. Not yet. I thought, what if I'm sleepwalking? That would explain it, right? So I did what anyone would do. I set up my phone to record myself overnight. Propped it up on the dresser. Hit record. Slept like usual. Next morning, I checked the footage. Nothing. Except, the video file is corrupted. It plays for about 4 minutes, then jumps, glitches, and cuts to static. I chalk it up to battery or storage or some software bug. But it gets worse. I wake up one night with the sheets tangled around me like I'd been twisting hard. My legs sore like I'd been running. And there's this taste in my mouth. Metallic. Almost like copper. I go to the bathroom to rinse it out, and that's when I see it. Wrapped around of my wrist, sticking to my skin. Thread. Blood red. Thin as silk. Like it had been tied there. I don't have anything like that in my apartment. No red thread, no yarn, nothing. And it wasn't fuzz, it wasn't lint, and it was wet. Still damp, like it had been freshly pulled from something. I tried to throw it in the trash. It stuck to my fingers. Clung. It felt wrong, like it had a purpose. A few nights later, I have this dream. I'm in a graveyard. Old, crumbling. There are people kneeling beside the headstones, wearing black veils, shoulders trembling like they're crying. Except they're not crying tears. From their eyes, their mouths, even their fingertips, drips this same red thread. It pulls at their knees, soaks into the soil. Then it begins to move. The thread lifts, spirals, crawls toward me. I try to run, but my legs won't move. I'm frozen, watching it drag across the ground, leaving trails behind like it's chasing me. I wake up gasping. There's thread across my pillow. At this point, I stop sleeping properly. I keep lights on. I take naps during the day instead of sleeping at night. I toss every blanket that's red. I even call my mom and ask if I ever sleepwalked as a kid. She says no. You've always been a heavy sleeper, she says. We used to joke that you were half dead when you went to bed. The next night, I dream again. Same graveyard. But this time, the mourners turn to look at me. Their veils lift. Their eyes are hollow, black, empty. But the red thread keeps pouring out of them like tears. One of them whispers, "You sleep too deep, he's found the crack." And then I feel it, something behind me, watching. A bell tolls in the distance. Hollow, faint. It echoes through the sky like thunder underwater. I wake up crying. And this time, I'm not alone. There's thread. Strung across the room, from the doorknob to the bed frame. Crisscrossed, woven, webbed. Some of it is still wet, glinting in the light like spider silk dipped in blood. It's not tangled randomly, it's a pattern. A symbol, a sigil. My phone is open on the dresser, recording again. It's not where I left it. I play the footage. The room is still for hours. Until 3:44 a.m. That's when I sit up. But I don't just sit up, I rise. Slowly, like something lifting me. My eyes are open, but they're rolled back. Mouth hanging open like I'm gasping, but no sound. And then, I begin to weave. My hands pull the thread from nowhere. It just spools out of my fingers. I string it across the room, looping, crossing, drawing shapes I don't understand. Then I stop, turn to face the camera. And I smile. But it's not my smile. Then my mouth moves. No sound. Just the shape of the words. The dreamer is ready. I didn't sleep the next night, or the one after that. But when I finally passed out, I dream of the same graveyard. But this time, I was the one kneeling. The others were watching me. And the thread was pouring from my mouth. I've tried staying awake. I've tried sleeping in motels. With lights, with music, doesn't matter. Every time I dream, the thread gets thicker. And now, it's moving in daylight. Last night, I found some in my kitchen drawer. Wrapped around the handle of a spoon like a ribbon. Waiting. They say I sleep like a rock. But now I wonder if I've just been sinking deeper and deeper. And something down there noticed. The dream weaver doesn't break in. He doesn't knock. He waits. For the quiet ones. For the ones who sleep too deep, too long, too willingly. And when he finds them, he dreams through them. If you find red thread in your room when you wake up, you should ask yourself one question. What did I do while I was asleep? Thank you for hanging around until the end of our tale. Every view is appreciated. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button and considering commenting and subscribing.